It's time to make my currently page for September 2022, and I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Once in a while with my currently pages, I like to change it up because I get kind of bored doing the same thing all the time. Currently this, currently that. It's great. And if you do it the same way every month, you do you. However, I get easily bored. This month, it's going to be more about self-care and wellness. It's been a very hard year for me. I need to get back to basics with my self-care. So what I'm going to do here is do a check-in. Once in a while, it's good to do a mental health check-in, a wellness check-in, a self-care check-in, and just see how you're doing. The first thing I'm going to do is decorate it, and then we're going to write some prompts and talk a little bit. All right, cool. This is an Archer and Olive notepad. I do not believe they sell this exact one anymore. It came in one of their subscription boxes. It is so cute. I love these colors. I'm going to use some of this paper. And I have the Wellness Large sticker book. If this is still available, I will link it. All the stuff will be linked that I can find. It has a lot of large stickers and a lot of like soft, caring kind of stickers. And now that I just saw this, I think I want to go to the Reach for the Stars. Oh my gosh. Let Your Heart Wander sticker book. Hold on. These two kind of coordinate. I also have this sticker book too, like the regular size one. I considered just getting another blank piece of paper and making my own thing. All right, I'm gonna do that. Just because this is limiting me here. It's not quite what I had in mind for my page. So let me go get a piece of filler paper. This is my filler paper book. I have a lot. Actually, this is one of them, of the big size. I made these to keep all my filler paper in. And it's been great so far. I love being able to find it. Before it was kind of shoved in drawers. So this is awesome. I'm just looking for a white piece of paper like this, except this is too bright. I could cover that up, but I could also use this. I think I want to use this. Wait, why is that bent? I like having the graph because it's easier to line stuff up. Now, I could use this side because it's kind of cute, but I think I want it to be more neutral because I think this might be too bright for me. So we're going to flip it and reverse it. I'm not going to sing it, I promise. But we are going to get my Tombow Mono adhesive. Uh-oh. Wait, that was from the junk journaling video. Ooh. Before we do that, actually, I was going to say we're just going to put it on here, and we will. This is the back of my spread that this is going to go on. But I think when I make it, I want to do it separate. If I put it on here and then try to write, we're going to have the stickers on the back and stuff. I think I'd rather do it this way and then adhere it to the page. I have the Fun Alphabets sticker book here, which is just basically letters. You don't usually see me using these very often because I like to do the lettering myself, but I thought it'd be fun to use stickers this month. I was looking at this. I wonder, ooh, it might match. Maybe not. All right, let's keep looking. This is like a copper foil. That could probably go. Copper and rose gold, in my opinion, are pretty close to each other. Let's do it. Now, what we can do with this, I just had an idea pop into my mind as I was talking. Let me get a piece of this. These notepads are great because you can just rip out pieces when you need them. Okay, what I'm gonna do, start ripping. That's a very aggressive rip. I kind of like it though. We're gonna rip here, we're gonna rip here. All right, we're gonna put it there, and then we are going to write September on it with stickers. First, let's put this on the page. Maybe we should put some washi behind it. Now, I pulled out these washi tapes. These are from the washi tape shop, but I don't think they sell them anymore. I'm going to try to locate them for you. They're like this brush stroke. They're really cute. I haven't used these in a while, but they're cute. So I want to. I'm kind of thinking maybe the blue, because there's definitely blue in the Let Your Heart Wander sticker book too. So what I'm going to do here is take this all the way across, and just thinking on the fly, That's how it goes here on my channel. We're winging it, you guys. We're winging it. And you're here along for the ride, whether you like it or not. I don't know that you can click off when we're winging it. I doubt it. Don't you want to see what happens? I do. Because your guess is as good as mine. I honestly don't know. But we'll figure it out together. I mean, all right, not together because I can't hear you, but you can talk to me and I will use my mental telepathy, which hey, if you see me play Wordle, you will know, and you haven't, but you will know how I am psychic. So I will use my telepathy to hear you as I am planning. All right, deal? So when I center letters on something, I use a ruler, and this just makes it so much easier, you guys. So I put all the letters on the ruler, and then once I did that, I can move it around and see how to center it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna write September with stickers, and then I'm gonna center it with this, okay? I'll be right back. Let me put all these on. I won't bore you with this detail. Okay, here is my September. It's a little crooked, a little wonky, but we can fix the stickers too once they're on there. And it's okay if they're a little messed up anyway. They don't have to be perfect, okay? I sort of want to center it, but I also sort of want to do this and put a sticker there. Do you know what I mean? I think that would make it look cool. So let's do that. Let me see, is that straight? Not really. It's kind of going on an angle, but... oh no. All right, let's just put it down and then we can maybe move them if we need to. I don't know, maybe we'll leave it. Honestly, it's not that bad. I know it's going downhill slightly. Maybe I can move a couple of them to sort of disguise it, because I don't really want to get out the undo and start moving stickers all around, because I just pulled the paper up when I moved that one, you know? So maybe if we move that one up, it'll be okay. It's a little bip, but I don't know why I made that sound. It's a little ooh, but that's okay. Let's write 2022. 2022. I'm gonna do this. Okay. I want to put a sticker here because I think it'll look cool, right? A moon would be cool. Wasn't really what I was thinking of, but I kind of like the idea. I'll just put a couple of these around too so that it adds to it, so that doesn't look kind of weird all on its own. All right, we're gonna leave that for now, and I can come back and add stuff to it if I want, or change it up, take them off, whatever. Now I thought it would be fun to take these circles back here. I really love like photograph stickers. I know they're not for everyone, but I really love them a lot. And I've wanted to use these for quite a while now since I got this book. I think what I want to do is put some paper behind these. So I thought maybe this one would be nice. It looks like maybe I got my handprint on that or something. So let's get one from over here. Okay, so this is the Fiskars paper trimmer. I'm just going to trim this down into a square or a rectangle or something. I'm thinking I'll have several prompts on this page. First, let me cut this. I'll think while I cut. Okay, so I have this. I'm going to write on it with white pen. I thought maybe 3 things. A big, medium, and small or something like that. But first, let's figure out where these stickers are going to go. I like this blue one. I like the idea of bringing in blue because there's blue up there. And I thought maybe I would kind of overlap some of these on the side. See, that's why I like the graph paper, because I can line everything up, you know. Let's see what other ones we would use here. I sort of like this one, transformation, right? Yeah, okay. And then bring this one down. Okay. All right, there's this little awkward space here, so I want to grab one of those plants. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to get that sticker book, that wellness sticker book. This one, because there's going to be more plants in there that might sort of fit. Those are cute. That might fit that space better. There's also that Let Your Heart Wander too that I was going to use. We could use some of these little splotches. That might be fun. Okay, these colors are really good. All right. Let's keep this out, but I think right here we'll put a little plant, one of these little ones. Good enough. On this piece of paper, I'm going to do a little bit of journaling on how I'm feeling this month. So that's really all it's going to be. How are you feeling this month? There is a little sticker here that I just saw. Was it in this one or the other one that said feeling? I guess it was the other one. So why don't we use one of these? I'll use the blue one. So instead of writing a question, I'm just going to do this. I'll fill this out after I get all the prompts on the page. But let's put some of those little splotches on. Is that blue or green? I don't even know. Anyway, I like it. Let's do one other piece of paper here, and then we'll do one this way down here. So let's get the blue. Maybe I should put another line of washi tape like right here. That might be cool. That would be kind of cute. Okay, let's put this down. I could use the green, but there's green right there. And then I could use this, but I'm gonna put this color down here, I think. So, what do we do? Use the green, I guess. A little bit behind that circle there, you know? I mean, not actually behind. We're gonna pretend it's behind. Fake it. We'll cut around here, like so. No one will ever know except you and me. I kind of don't like how it's on that paper there, so let's cut that off a little bit. That's kind of pretty. So this one, I think we're gonna write this way. Or maybe I just put it here, actually. Let's do that. Because then over here I can decorate. Because I love to decorate. I want more stickers on here, so. It's a balance between functional and decorative, always, for me. It's gonna end right where that one ends, you know? Okay. Slightly crooked, but I'll live with it. Let's decorate down here, and then we'll start with writing in it and stuff. So let's just look at this stuff again, because I think maybe another circle or something. Or there were those ones that weren't circles. I like these too, but I kind of wanted to stay in this sort of vibe. Oh, I really like this one, though. What are you? What are you? No, just kidding. What are you? Important. I also love this one, but it feels a little springy, and this is more towards fall. We're not in fall yet, but really. Refresh. I love that. Ooh, I like this one. Rest, renew, restore. That really is good. Or this one. What if I put it here and then put something else there? Why did I sound like a Muppet right then? Oh my gosh, I'm cracking myself up. Yeah, I like that idea, actually. Sorry. I like the hands, but I don't think I'm gonna put a hand on here. Not today, no hands today. All right, let's do a leaf. Sure. Okay, and that's really pretty, actually. And I feel like I want more of these, right? Maybe down here on the bottom of this would be cool. It just sort of ties in that splotchiness, right? That really is bothering me how crooked that paper is. Look how crooked that is. But it's only for me, it's not for a patron, so I can live with it. I'll live with it. So first I'm gonna write about how I'm feeling in this box, and then we're gonna do the other two prompts. Cool? Cool. Okay, so a little journaling for you there. I just talked about my grief a little bit. Going into the fall season is rough for me because that's when Michael died, and it's kind of a reminder. I'm trying not to think of it that way because, first of all, I hate thinking about death anniversaries. So when I die, okay, I don't want my kids to have that date in mind all the time, you know, and have that death anniversary and think of me on that day, blah, blah, blah. Because for me, I would rather them, you know, celebrate my birthday or think of me on a regular day and focusing on that. It's natural, but I'm trying not to. I'm trying to avoid doing that because I know Michael wouldn't like that. Fall's my favorite season. Let me just say that. And so I'm trying to allow myself, I guess, to enjoy fall, even though my memory of last fall is Michael dying and everything that happened around that time, it was fall, but it's my favorite season. So I'm trying to let go of that feeling of his death wrapped up in that season because it's not that. I guess I just don't want to associate autumn and fall weather with my son dying, and that's a struggle. And it's a struggle. And so September and October, they're going to be extremely hard for me. Even though I'm telling myself to not focus on that date so much, I know I'm probably going to, no matter what. So that's really how I'm feeling. Sad. I'm feeling sad and kind of exhausted, really. Maybe I should write that in too. Just kind of exhausted. I'm tired. I feel about 10 years older than I felt a year ago, which is a rough way to feel, But I think journaling about it helps. I think therapy helps. All that stuff, like feeling your feelings and not trying to stifle it or shove it down. It's important to let stuff like that out, and that's how you start healing. And I'm really trying to do that. And journaling is part of it for me. Okay, so the next one, I want to talk about goals or things to let go of or things that are not going well that I can improve upon. But I also think it's really healthy to focus on accomplishments and how I have grown in the past year and how I've grown in the past month. Okay, so let's talk about growth here. I'm just going to write how I've grown. Okay, I'm also going to decorate that part, but let me just do a little journaling here. Okay, so here I just talked about how I've grown. There's a lot of ways I've grown this year, and I could talk about other things, but what I think has changed the most in my life, and I don't know if it's therapy or what, but I've let go of trying to please everyone so much. I've let go of putting so much pressure on myself. I know I talked about this in that self-care anxiety page I did last year, and that was before Michael passed away. And even then I was feeling that way, that I really needed to do that, to let go of a lot of stuff. And I think I have. I am a perfectionist by nature. And I don't know if you've noticed with my videos that I've stopped caring as much. I've gotten less perfectionistic over the years with my spreads. I enjoy it more, because I'm not putting so much pressure on myself to have it be the most beautiful thing, because it's still going to be cute and still, functional. I can't say I'm like that with my patron spreads because I really want to give them something fantastic. But with my own spreads, yeah, I've let go of a lot of that. It's awesome being a full-time content creator, and it's really hard at the same time. It's not a job that is 9 to 5, so I do spend, more hours than I would if I worked in an office. But I've really let go of the late nights and the weekends. Part of it is because I moved in with Mike, and so now that I'm not living alone, I feel like I don't want to be that person who can't stop, at 5 or 6 o'clock. But I do get up earlier now too, and that's another way I've grown and changed. I guess my point is, at the end of the day, if I clock out at 5 o'clock, I'm sometimes kind of stressed because I know there's things that I haven't gotten done that I promised people I would do. But instead of stressing about it and saying, I have to do this now, I have to do this, I let it go. I let it go because at the end of the day, it's work. And it all works out in the end. So there's days where I take half days. If I have an appointment, I'm not like, oh no. I mean, I do stress a little bit, but I'm trying not to be so particular about that kind of stuff. And when the day's over and I go upstairs, I try to put it behind me and realize that I can take care of this stuff tomorrow and not beat myself up for it. So I really have been better at that. And I've also been better at trying to get outside more, I did start exercising again, which is good because I needed to. I just think overall, I'm more gentle on myself than before. I still can be hard on myself, but I think I'm getting better at it. I think it's improving. And that's one step toward helping my anxiety, because my anxiety has been through the roof this year. So me not beating myself up all the time and really trying to forgive myself for things and really trying not to people please as much and saying no more often. That in general has really helped push me toward being less anxious. I get approached by companies, I get offers for things that I turn down because I know myself. Before, I think I would say yes, 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 because I do want this to grow. I know what I can handle and what I can't. I have said to companies or people that have asked me to do things that at this time I really I can't, because for my mental wellness, I just can't. I feel kind of empowered doing that because before I would have said yes and then been so stressed. But instead, what I'm doing when I get an offer for something, instead of immediately saying yes because it's something exciting or whatever, I will stop and I will think realistically, what can I handle? Is this going to really stress me out because there's a deadline or whatever? Is this going to stress me out to the point where I feel sick? Because I have gotten that way. I can get that way. And if the answer is maybe, I won't do it. So that is new for me. I've really kind of grown in that way. So that's kind of what I'm trying to say here a little bit. And I'm trying to also put my relationships first, like my kids, I'm trying to see my parents more and all that kind of stuff, because that is the most important thing in our lives, our relationships. And hopefully when I'm like an old woman and I'm on my deathbed, hopefully I'm not going to be saying, oh, I spent too much time in my planner room when I could have been playing with like my grandchildren. I don't have grandchildren yet, but they may be coming, who knows? So I'm trying to spend more time with the people that I love and more quality time. And that's really important to me. That's a goal I had this year, and I can't say I'm perfect at it, but I'm getting better at it. So if one of my kids asks me to do something and I know I have major work things I've got to get done or whatever, or I'm stressed, or, oh, I didn't get this post out this week, or blah, 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 I would have said no before. Instead, I'm saying yes now. So if Allie calls me and says, I forgot something, can you please bring it to school? I'm trying to say yes. And sometimes that's hard to do. But I think in the long run, that's what's going to make me the happiest. And that's what's going to make my family the happiest and make me a more well-rounded, good person. And I think it's important. It's all important. All right. I am going crazy with the talk. Wow. Okay. Let's get to the last prompt. I think since I wrote how I've grown, I'm going to talk about how I can improve, right? I mean, that makes sense. This is like, you're doing great. This is like, you need a little work. And we all do. So let's write that in this little space. Speaking of which, it's 4:55. And I am a little stressed because I have things to do that I didn't get done today. But I'm letting it go, you guys. I'm letting it go. Let me do a little journaling and I'll come back and talk at you again. I know. So much talk. So here I talked about how I can improve. I did start exercising again, which is awesome. It has been a long time coming because of my chronic pain and my health issues and stuff. But I finally thought, I just don't have a choice. I've got to do this, whether it hurts or not, whether I'm afraid of hurting myself or not. I'm doing it gently, but so I got back to the gym, which is awesome. I do need to work on my water intake. I probably should be drinking less wine. I don't drink a ton, but I do drink it a lot of nights, I'll have a couple glasses. I need to, maybe slow down on that. I drink a lot of caffeine, probably could cut back on that. So just taking better care of my body in general, but I also need a little bit more sleep. I am getting up early, and that's great for me because I was never an early riser. So The problem is, though, I'm still going to bed kind of late. Not as late, but I might go upstairs at 10:30 or 11, but I don't fall asleep until like 12, and then I'm up at like 6:30. So I need to work on that a little bit, get a better sleep schedule going. I do have a sleep tracker that I made that's coming. You'll see that. But I need to get outside a little bit more. And I just need a more active and varied life. And what I mean by that is a lot of my days are relatively the same. I work in the basement. I go to the gym like in the middle of the day, and then I come back down, I work in the basement again, and then I go back up and I take a shower, and then it's the same thing all the time. And I don't really get out a lot, and I don't see a lot of people. It's not making me happy. And it's such a struggle as an introvert, because when I hang out with friends, I love it. I love seeing friends, but I don't want to actually go out. What I mean by that is, and a lot of you guys might be like this too, but I get excited when I make plans. And then when it's time to go, when it's that day, I think, oh man, I said I was going to do this. I got to go out, especially if it's someplace where there's a lot of people, like a party or something. It's draining for me. And so I don't want to do it at that point. I think I'd rather just stay home. Like, why can't I just stay home? But then I go, and then once I'm there, it's usually fine, And then when I get home, I'm really happy I went. And it's really good for my mental health to see friends. But getting myself to actually do that is hard. And I don't really know why that is, because I do enjoy myself, and I'm glad when I do it. But I have to force myself to do it. So if I'm looking at my life and all of the facets of my life, okay, all of these things, we've got, your family and relationships and work, like career goals and all that kind of stuff, right? The way you eat and all that. I think the thing I need to work most on is being more social, because I'm happy being alone. I'm fine when I'm alone. I like alone time. But overall, not having enough social time depresses me. And so in order to be a more well-rounded human being, I need to get out more, and I need to see more people. Even if it's not even going out with friends, even if it's just running errands. I can be in my house for days and days and days and not even realize that, I didn't go outside for 4 days. You know what I mean? I'm not outside, but I didn't leave the house and go somewhere all week. I know that that's the part that's missing, because on the weeks where I have more going on and I see more friends, I am happier, but not when I'm getting ready to go and I don't want to go. I don't know if you're like this, but I'm like this. So that's the part I need to work on, I think, is just experiencing more of life instead of just being in my planners and drawing and like watching TV and being by myself or being with Mike. Or I think I need to do more things. I think I need another hobby maybe that's aside from planning, that's a little more active. So I've been thinking about that for a while. I think it would make me a happier person in general if I got out and did things more often. So there you go. There you have it. I'm just going to finish up with putting a couple of stickers here. If any of this like resonated with you, let me know, because I think sometimes we think we're just alone in how we feel, and sometimes we don't realize that so many other people are feeling that way. I think also too much social media does not help, but I can't unplug because of my job, and that can sometimes be tricky. I mean, I can for short periods, but not for very long. I'm going to put another moon. Reflect. I have grow and reflect. That's a little weird there. Yeah, I was going to say I'm going to leave it. I'm not. I'm going to move it a little. I'm going to move it. I'm not that much of... I didn't let go of that much, you guys. Yeah, I'm going to turn it. There's just something about like this and this that are like, So I'm going to take it off. Ooh, or a sun. So yeah, sometimes it just helps knowing that other people feel the same way you feel, and you're not alone in how you're feeling. I encourage you to do one of these pages. It's kind of cathartic, you know, it's kind of good to get stuff out onto paper. And it's 5:05, so as soon as I finish this, I'm getting out of the basement. I'm gonna go outside with the dog probably. I just want a little decoration for right there. I don't really know what. I need to get another one of these. And, no, not that. How about these? Grow, renew, rest, relax, hope. I kind of like this. Rest. And then put something there. And then we'll be done. Actually, maybe more of these little things. I think that's good enough. There's this weird area there, but I don't think it's that bad. How about one of these little quotes? Kind of like beauty is all around. Also, it fits, but I sort of like that. And we'll just put it here. September 2022, beauty is all around. If you just look for it, it's there. I promise. All right, I love this page, you guys. I think it's so pretty and it's meaningful, right? So yeah, I encourage you to make a page like this, and once in a while it just feels good to get it all out and have it in your planner so that you can reflect on it later. I keep my planners and I just think it's gonna be nice to look back on later and then see how I grew from here, right? I'm just gonna do this. It's all a work in progress, you know? We are all a work in progress. That's all we can do is reflect and keep trying, and don't give up, all right? Don't give up. All right, have a nice day, everyone. I will see you in my next one. Bye.